Howdy partners, it's your boy John here, and welcome back to In the Kitchen with John. No, the series didn't end. My bad, I actually had 3 episodes planned since the last one I recorded back in October, but things kept happening and I just kept getting farther and farther behind. But we're back, so I'm going to try to stick to at least 1 episode a month. Anyway, today I'm making a special seasonal Christmas episode. This is a gingerbread recipe. Not like a gingerbread cookie, but this is actually like gingerbread. So, won't be able to make any gingerbread men or houses with this. But anyway, let's go ahead, partners, and jump right into it. La 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 la. 'Tis a season for ugly sweaters. Yeah, right there. See? Well, it's not really too ugly. Anyway, partners, here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 2 teaspoons ground ginger, 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, but probably about 1 stick, 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup unsulfured molasses, 2 large eggs, and about a 1/2 cup of crystallized ginger. Crystallized ginger, it's kind of hard to find, at least around here. Basically what it is it's sliced up ginger that has been left in sugar for a while, and it kind of hardens, kind of turns kind of chewy. But you might want to actually kind of chop those up into small pieces, because you're going to have to mix those into the batter after everything's about done to be put in the oven. So make sure they're small, otherwise you'll just have big chunks of them. Right, to start, we're going to want to start by mixing up all the dry ingredients, except for the sugar. So what you're going to want to do is put the salt, flour, the baking soda, the ground ginger, the cinnamon, and the cloves. Was there anything else? Oh, and the salt together here. And we're going to try to mix them up evenly here with the sieve here. Alright, now that everything's been added here, we're just going to go ahead and sift this in here. This kind of helps to distribute things more evenly as far as the placement of it goes. So that way you don't have like big chunks of cinnamon in one spot and nowhere else. Kind of helps to distribute the flavor. Now it's time to make the batter. Let's go ahead and start by throwing in the stick of butter here, if I can get the paper off. There we go. Alright, throw in the stick of butter. Then the cup of sugar, and we're going to blend these two together here. Maybe about 2 to 3 minutes, I think, might be long enough. You want to let it go until it looks like a pale yellow paste, or I don't know if I call it a paste. But yeah, just let it go for maybe about 2 minutes. I think that should be long enough. Right, time to measure out the molasses. It's going to take about a cup. I like my gingerbread to have kind of like a strong kind of flavor to it, so the gingerbread will help. I mean, of course the gingerbread. The molasses will help with that. So about a cup of this. I think that's probably part of the reason why I like to throw in the crystallized ginger, because it kind of gives it a stronger taste, too. Alright, now that the sugar and the butter's been going for a few minutes, it should be good enough. We're going to start by adding in the molasses here. Just pour it in slowly. Don't go overboard with it. Alright, now we're going to break the eggs and add them directly into the mixture. Go ahead and keep that going there. Might as well while we're working on it. Alright, let's go ahead and add the first egg here. want to be careful though, because I have found that it's easy to drop actual eggshells in here. Oh, also at this point, it might be a good idea to turn up the temperature in the oven to 350, let it preheat, and start buttering a pan. I'm not exactly sure how big the pan was I used when I made this recipe, but I think the best bet would be to go with maybe about a 12 by 8 inch pan. I think might be the better option. Although I think that's what I went with this time and it kind of backfired. Also, you want to start by boiling about a cup of water. At this point, we're going to need that here in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and start adding in the dry ingredients now. Let those mix together. You want to do it just a little bit at a time. Don't pour the whole thing in at once. Alright, now it's time for the boiling water. Just add a little bit at a time here as well. That'll help to keep it from, like, getting all pasty and stuff. You don't want it to be, like, too thick. Alright, we're going to go ahead now and add in the crystallized ginger. I think I probably should have gotten a few more. I don't think that was quite enough in the crystallized ginger. Now all that's left to do is put it in the pan and put it in the oven to bake. I think this might have been slightly too small. We're going to see what happens here in a minute that this kind of backfires. Maybe I actually went a little overboard with the water. I think it might have been a little too much because it's looking a little more runny than I intended it to. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put it in the oven now at 350 for about, I'd say, probably 35 to 40 minutes, I think. I started with 35 minutes, and every time I would check back in on it, it didn't look really ready yet, so I let it go for a few minutes longer here. Well, guys, I want to take this time real quick to say Merry Christmas. Thank you guys for y'all's support. Y'all guys made 2016 an awesome year here on the channel. Thank you guys very much. Yeah, I'm just going to some eggnog and a candy cane for no real reason. If I can just get the... There we go. Keep it in focus. It's not really in focus, but keep it in frame at least. Can't do anything right. And the tradition of me messing something up in these episodes continues. I think it might have been the size of the pan. It was, I think the pan might have been a little too small. But it started boiling over, so I had to put a bigger pan underneath it. Oops. I think this should be long enough here. What you want to do is make sure it's ready. If you put a toothpick in it and you're able to pull a toothpick out without having anything stuck to the side of it, that's when you know it's ready. But I think this here has been going in there long enough, so let's go ahead and take it out. I'm so filled with holiday spirit, it's like a happy holiday reindeer crawled inside my head and started throwing up candy canes and eggnog. Yeah, it's a disgusting image, isn't it? Alright, let's go ahead and serve this with a little glass of eggnog here. There we go. They kind of crumbled when I was taking them out of the pan, but I think they're okay. Not too bad. Well, anyway, partners, thanks for watching. Merry Christmas. I'm going to try to get back caught up with actually making these episodes about one a month. So, I think I got the next one planned out. But thank you so much for watching, partners. If you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. I much appreciate it. It really helps me out. I will see you, partners, next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Doesn't seem like a place they could be hanging out in. I saw those Team Skull, Nutskulls are loitering around the marina again. I reported it to the captain, of course. This is what happens when you young people have